The future of chemical abortions across the country is unclear, as is the future of all abortion in Indiana. Today, two groups on opposite sides of the debate held information sessions at IU's McKinney School of Law. WRTV's Meredith Hackler spoke to both of them and breaks down the state of abortion in Indiana.
An information session surrounding abortion and reproductive health care in this classroom has Students for Life of America hosting their own information session, specifically surrounding chemical abortions.
Abortion can harm women. Abortion can traumatize us.
I really hope that this helps to dispel any myths that there are about abortions. I think there's a lot of that going on right now.
A decades-long debate has been thrown back into the political spotlight, with both sides of the abortion debate prompting future Indiana lawyers to share information to their peers.
The law is meant to serve and empower, and if our laws don't do that, it is important to use our voice. It is important to pursue justice.
Let it go back to the states. I think that was the greatest common ground that we could find. And then you vote what you want in your state. And in Indiana, we vote that, mostly that we don't want abortions. And in Illinois, they want abortions.
Those who consider themselves pro-abortion rights held what's called a teach-in with women who are practicing doctors and lawyers discussing facts around the procedure.
This is about training students to engage in speech, to seek out reliable information from reliable sources, and to educate everyone about how to do that.
In another part of the law school, anti-abortion rights students held an information session about the risks of chemical abortion, something they say is timely with the current legal challenges surrounding the abortion pill known as mifepristone.
We consider it a really big victory for women, for women's health, and for families, and for these children who are being intentionally killed through the abortion pill. So I don't think there's a better time to talk about this issue than now.
And while both sides may never agree, they hope just discussing the topic of abortion can inform people about what both sides stand for.
If we can't talk about the effects that infringement on women's rights have, then we can't effectively be practitioners of the law.
Ultimately, I just love people to do their own research and, come up with their own opinion. Don't let people tell you what to believe.
Meredith Hackler, WRTV.
Mifepristone is still legal in Indiana, and so is abortion. The state is waiting on a ruling from the Supreme Court about the legality of a law passed by the Indiana General Assembly that would mostly ban abortion in the state.